What y'all think, but I think that's pretty.
I can't play a decent one. 30 minutes half before we start.
I like Heir to be quick.
I was gonna try and play Tetris on the PS4, but I don't have a game for that.
I don't know about that. I should probably get food.
I like Tetris.
Oh man, by the way, can I would ask. So wait, Raven wouldn't know anybody?
Her full answer.
Okay, that's a different answer.
Yeah. Maybe somebody in the church?
Cleric strong enough.
You know, I could, if that doesn't work, I could just see. Now though, I'm gonna use Verbena in some way to kind of, hey, maybe they know somebody, and then right, oh right, they're in the past.
So far.
Flashback to Verbena.
Probably like 2-3 weeks ago or more.
Well, at least tell Raven, you know, if they do find somebody, if they need payment, then Lena would be more than happy to pay for them getting their leg back. Unless it's like a trophy.
I'll let's gracefully saying she terms with.
It's very pretty. I'm getting legs too. Well, not these legs, but I'm getting other legs.
I'm getting bonus legs.
I'm getting human feet. Just like my daddy.
Question about those. Doesn't Lena's normal attire cover that up?
Yeah, but she has other attires.
Yeah.
If she had feet, then she would wear something different.
Yeah.
Just to show off the shoes.
Yeah.
Like pants.
Fair.
And also, they may be longer than... because it'll add feet onto it.
Well, no, they're actually kind of short because they're not human leg length. They're
Yeah, but I mean, if you're putting a foot on the end of the pedipalp, it's going to stick out at least the length of the foot.
yeah. Basically, she's just trying to get mostly. She's trying to at least get the feet at the end.
She's going to look like a person sitting on a spider.
I'm looking at the pictures. Wolf's tail and.
That's why we said that it needs to be smaller.
Yeah, we said that.
No. Bigger.
No, Moon.
How would you have felt if I made you a tail that size?
Moon, you don't understand. If I was like, I would knock people over with that.
The tail
Bigger. Point.
Be bigger than Volt.
Bigger. A full cloud strife tail.
You need to be able to hide it to it.
Look, the tail will not be attached to the body, so maybe I could make like an extra sized, an extra beefy one to swap out every now and then.
Just fall back on.
Just don't be like a red panda with a 15-foot long tail.
What, are you kidding? That one wouldn't stay up off the ground. That's
trying to keep this off the ground?
Yes.
Volt, That's not going to work with that size of tail. It's going to drag the ground.
Hence, that's not why I was saying it. I was just saying it because it didn't look in proportion with everything else.
I've had enough of a nightmare trying to get Cal's tail to stand up. That is going to drag the ground. It goes down. It doesn't even go out or up. It goes down.
I'm long shovel like thing with killer on your back to keep the center of gravity.
I've had enough problems
And
trying
it
to
hurts
figure out how
to
to
look
make
this
Cal
cute.
stand up. What was that?
One single tap on the back of the tail and
I said it hurts to look this cute. Also, I'm like taking duct tape off of the dummy now that I'm done with it. So yell at me if I need to mute.
Yeah.
I should grab food before we start.
Yes.
You know what? I guess the last thing is, do they have a place to put horses?
Sure.
Dusty. Yeah. But it's,
I live church close to that.
plan was to at least, have Dusty be a therapy horse or, something for people visiting nearby.
A therapy horse.
Yeah, just, I don't know the full dealings of the church. I would assume they take in some people to help out.
No.
Like a semi-abbey that also has warriors, but
Okay. Red Bull has taught me that every good abbey is equipped for battle.
I remember the scene from Family Guy where it was the Sound of Music where the Nazis were trying to chase the family, but their cars were stopped, and one of the nuns admitted to pulling all the cables out of their cars, and the other nun was like, "I have a sin to admit as well," and she holds up like the head of a Nazi soldier. It's like, "Hey, I didn't start this war, but it's on."
Dang.
I forgot the name of the guy she killed. She was the older girl's love interest. Rolf, that was his name. Rolf?
Raphaels.
Redundant what?
Files.
Files.
I don't have plus any. Five different.
Oh dear. Oh man.
This is it. Video done. Let's try that. Oof. All right. Type structures. Null. Do I have access to chat window? No.
If I move it over, I can see.
Below. Twitch. Twitch TV. Stream time. Delphos. Delphox.
Happy on how.
Yeah, it looks really nice. I don't remember that long piece of land.
Fun.
The one between Stella Sol and the probable pirate islands.
Oh, this one?
I can't tell. Oh, I see. Yes.
Oh,
I have returned with food and a
yep, that was Arctic. And I
What?
couldn't just fit. So I figured, ooh, landmass.
I was gonna say, are you gonna make it just a tropical Arctic?
Why do you say that?
I mean, it could be a thing.
Pirate.
Mm.
The why have Atlanta?
Just straight up Atlantis.
I mean, I just gave me the article for.
Well, that was more of a if it is,
Oh.
it isn't sort of thing.
We gained a Mika?
Hey, Mika.
Uh,
Mika is muted.
Yeah, I'm assuming Mika is driving, which means Hunter may be typing.
some of the dinos died.
What?
Some of the dinos died.
What do you mean?
All the ones that Hunter named.
Oh.
Every one of them. And also something destroyed all of the taxidermy stuff. Giant
The
comet,
server-
probably.
The server literally isn't even on. Eyes.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Now they know.
I'm gonna unplug.
Not that I know of.
The Wandering Territory.
Oh, yeah, that one.
Continents.
All of the regions now have.
Also, didn't you update the map with rivers?
Yes. That's the version I have. And which I
Hmm.
the original Bio Age.
Ah. Uh-huh. Hey,
I mean,
it's the
so does
lake from...
So does Lake Superior.
It's the lake from our Minecraft server.
Have a Wolf Lake.
Yeah.
We did.
Yeah, what happened to Wolf Lake?
That's the server that got deleted. Technically, we had a river that was shaped like it, because the land was the wolf shape, not the water itself, but...
Apparently, Mika is cranky.
And Hunter is threatening to murder Eyes, because dinos. Dinos are fine.
And those are not fine. Really want dino.
Let the murder commence.
Just really want dino. Could go to.
We're not
Online
letting
territories.
Uni go to an entirely different country that is that far away just to get a Spino.
We're waiting
We're
for
not going to dinos.
maybe next campaign will go Monster.
That'd be fun. I could bring back Q. I could bring back Q. That's not a threat. That's just like, oh, he would be a really, he would, he would, his build would be rather fitting for that. His build is a meme build. It's not meant to be serious. Never mind.
You make it serious.
He's fighting. I mean, yes, but then I would have to give up the sword that's twice the size of his body.
Would you though?
You can make that work. You will make it work.
I'll leave that up to the DM. Oh, great, powerful one who makes the rules.
I've already like, with the rendering game. I've already using a bunch of the testing for homebrew.
Ooh.
I have a Dragonborn Paladin. Chinese subclass called the Oath of, based on the four of the three. It's some kind of buffing sport paladin. Like the subclasses, so things they get are so minuscule compared to the rest of it. The one extra add-on to the aura, 2 channel divinity. Channel divinities. Yeah, like a walk that Jester patron that has a whole roulette thing going on.
Oh, that seems fun.
Whenever that so many days times per proficiency roll on the item or properly. Trying to figure out what he's supposed to or all the party of. I don't know. I'll think of the others. So fast, so yeah. Favorites. For clarification, they're all seasons are no.
What would the alternative be?
If I had my way, I have the equivalent to Blood Moon. Higher.
Oh, jeez, just monsters everywhere
Wow.
all the time.
119. Favorites.
Did I get booted, or is everyone just once? Okay.
Yeah, he's typing because I think I have to turn music up because dog.
Yeah.
Sense. Makes sense.
Apparently, August is a season now.
Oh, I think
Autumn, not August.
to be fair, where we live, there is just summer, hotter summer, August, February.
What is it for Barry?
Lyte.
Yes.
Number 11. Which of the heroes primarily
Like the gods?
yes, 12 heroes or any other?
I don't follow gods.
Or any other race?
Not intentionally. I mean, like if I happen to fall under a certain category, then cool, I guess. Do I need to elaborate on that or okay.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
5. Your questions about you, girl. What did you? Sorry, that question is pretty. I'm gonna read it word for word. Do you want to grow? Do you want to grow up to be? Yeah.
Okay.
What is it?
Yeah, because that's not worded weirdly.
I was reading it, and the words kept getting.
Mm.
Would you like to be like your parents? Growing
I
up being a
mean,
relative term.
eh, that's an entirely different subject there because elf. uh, I mean, I looked up to them growing up, but that's not exactly what I wanted to do with my life.
Put your own in and be extremely extravagant and nosy parents. whatever children you're having.
Yeah, somehow I don't see that happening.
I don't know.
We've had this conversation a few times.
Yeah, but I always keep forgetting.
I think it's like 160, 170. They both like knives.
Huh?
Yeah, that's right.
Lena's comment.
Yeah. A crow? What do you mean a crow? From Mysteria? Night?
Knife goddess.
Bro.
Uh-huh.
Really... Should I change these to heroes of goddess, god and goddess?
Yeah, I mean, they were. You said that they became the gods and goddesses, so I don't know.
Alright.
She's the hero of Secrets, Redemption.
Yeah, that fits.
I'm gonna be right back. Cult's breaking up real bad for me.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
I do like the accent. Short, very to the point.
Yeah.
Followers. I had to make a thing for them. I have information.
I think I vaguely had the ideas of one that Ayori is kind of interested in, but not like strictly. I forget which one is which by name, but I think it was one that was like had like creativity and stuff.
So,
I think so. Maybe.
yes, the
I'd have
collective of the Quill's Light.
Did we regain vote?
Maybe. See if I've a hearing.
And Uni says gods are for the weak.
Lena. After powers.
I don't think Uni cares.
Okay, alright. And she gets stabbed by a sword and eats.
I'm meaning that without Lena's god, Lena is weak. So, just pointing that out.
I mean, without Lena's god, Lena still has a 20 strength.
Yeah, but what? How many levels in fighter?
And bench press Light.
Probably the whole party.
You can bench press me. You'd have to grapple me first.
I would say the same for Uni for rumor, is what Lena says, or is what I says. That was not in quotes.
True. Granted, and how many?
In a what?
Anti-magic field.
Oh, me.
Mm. Eyes.
I think that's a sale with it.
Look, we had this conversation and genuine worry about what would happen if Ayori had to go into the anti-magic field in Stella Soul.
Two polymorph. on the topic of character,
Mika, that's not how that works. We should get our own anti-magic field to nullify anyone else's. That's not how.
just get wild magic.
No, he didn't make that canon.
What can't?
An anti-magic field to nullify anyone else's. The one specific shell thing nullified it, but a spell itself won't work against the spell. Because you put the magic book in the anti-magic field, and then you had to fix that.
Anti-magic. Aerials, snake. Or Jack. Cause a fire magic.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's also much better.
Granted, if you shell of anti brought a shell into it, probably get half the magic.
Hmm.
Or Ayori, would that just add on their account?
I don't know. That's a you question.
I think surge would be N on the die.
Yeah. Oh no, it would be 11.
7 on the
Because
die.
1 through 10, 11 through 20.
7 on the dice. Oh, it would add on. Have 11 plus.
Oh, I don't like that. Although, we still haven't figured out exactly how their sword was working when we were in Kalmasil either, honestly. I still don't know why you said my counter went up by 2 and then 3.
Oh. I guess it's kind of a mute point now. It was because Rolan was in this. Rolan was very upset and it was having an effect on your
Okay, then.
connection.
I thought it may have had something to do with being near him, but that didn't continue, so I was just confused.
Go away the second you talk to him.
Yeah, but I still didn't know that he was connected to the sword at that point, so... I didn't find that out till later, for sure. Oh. Do we want to do... Or should we go ahead and do recap, or should we wait, or what are we doing?
Yep. I still got... Yeah. Sorry.
I had to write the recap!
Lyte?
I can. Sure. Just, I mean, look, I already signed off the gig to somebody else for this for my next go around. So let me go get him. Hey, hey, kill you! Kill you! Get over here! Oh, okay, my turn. Where's the thing? Where's the thing?
It's pinned.
It's pinned. Okay. Oh, nice. Okay, cool. Wait, why am I looking for the thing? I can't read. I had Endranded over and over again until I could memorize it. Here we go! Okay.
Where's my-
Let's go.
Who's Mario?
Gnome.
If he's a gnome, we've got problems. Me? Or what? No. Am I?
Yes. Only way to stop it is
I can't read. Oh, please. The party minus Mika head Zeke stock up. A rumor insisting Uni buys a loot for a whopping 26k is what Endron said. What's the 26k? 26,000 gold. Yes. But the party talks him down, agreeing to a small job and gets a discount on the rest of their items as well, and gets sending stones to give to Rolan and Gray so they can get in contact with them if needed. They ask Zeke about a scroll of teleport, but tell him they will have to come back and see if they can afford it. The party splits up, and Lyte goes to speak to Gray. He gives them the stone and asks about Darkthorn's book, learning that he's not sure where it is, and that he hasn't found out anything about Ayori or the Lord's books yet. Before leaving Lyte with an ominous warning to keep an eye on Mika. Meanwhile, Ayori and Uni return to Raphaels, finding the ticket pieces, but not so much else. Wasn't it more along the lines of like, what was it? No, he knew where Darkthorn's book was. It was just like,
Well, he
Like that.
can't. He said it's probably in the other thing because he's in another kingdom. He's
Probably.
not actively there, so unless
yeah.
he goes and looks for it, he doesn't know if it's actually there or if
Okay.
the lords have it or not.
As far as he's aware, it should be in the other hall, but he didn't confirm or deny because he doesn't know for sure.
Oh. I must have misheard the misconstrued the implications there. Anyways, Lena speaks to what's her name about getting legs made. No, what's his name about getting legs made, so she can choose.
Check.
Yeah. Yes. Who's that guy again?
They
And me.
all green.
Dude who runs the armory.
Oh, right. Wait to see a gnome. Wasn't. Oh. You see, I get confused. I don't go to the armory very much. Gilly wouldn't go there either if he thought there was a gnome there. Yes, absolutely. Lena speaks to Shax about getting legs made so she can wear shoes, and Mika tells Leo the party's theory of Crimson being luck. Before being told to go meet the rest of the party at the castle, but stops by Zekes to get the party a better deal on the scroll they want from him. On the way, Ayori sends a letter off to Rolan, and the party speaks to the king, learning that he can get someone to cast teleport for them. Heading back to the cafe, Lyte fills Lena in and asks for help with his friend. Lena offers to send a message to Luck on Leo's behalf, and Coltial tells Ayori that after a day of research, he wants to return to Luna Lumen. Just dropping that bombshell.
Yep.
Hey,
Yeah, but the rest of the party, the rest of everybody else didn't technically know that because that part wasn't public yet. But I had mentioned it, so just the hey, I need to go to Luna Lumen was the end of last session.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
But we are going to deal with that later because I am not going to bring that up right now.
Naturally. It's too much drama to deal with at once.
We can deal with that after we go deal with Pink.
Yeah, we did do pet training, but that was not worth writing in the recap and taking up space. Or at least I did mine. I don't know if Uni did hers. Pet training with Tigger. Either way, that can be done whenever. Like if they say yeah they did it last night, then they can just roll for it when they get on. Get fold? Uni has to be folded. Uni has to get fold. Look at Force of Will. Grease and assist.
Oh, the cat in half. It's kind of like a cat burrito. Hello. Hold it around.
Okay, but now I really, really want there to be some reason that we can just make Uni into a burrito.
No.
Outside, just Ayori. You need this way pranks all the time.
That is fair.
And then she blames them on us.
Hey, Lyte.
Yes, Ayori.
You want to help me with the thing later?
Help you with what? Busy.
I just seen Lena says Ayori, I have plans. What does that mean?
Needs fear.
That depends. Should I be afraid or should Uni be afraid?
Answer is
And Lena said yes, so. Okay. Well, I think I'm good. As long as there's nothing else you wanted to mention in our conversation.
this. Okay.
Mhm.
We're getting the
Yeah.
Why did you just pass out in your bed?
She took my bed again. Yeah, after a bit of rooftop brooding, I would go sleep on the floor. Yes.
Should we just put a second bed in Lyte's room? Do you need to talk to Leosine about this?
No.
Are you sure?
He's just declining to answer.
I have so few sorcery points left.
Well, it's a good thing the day's over.
Yeah. Oh. We gained a uni!
Huzzah! Is Uni muted? Uni is
Yes.
muted.
But uni is here.
Uni is always mad at us.
Yeah.
Uni listening because computer must boot up.
Okay.
No, she's back. We did.
A safe assumption.
I mean, she is mad at eyes because dinos, but. Oh no. Is the stream still good? Okay. Okay.
Very good for the CPU by the browser.
Yeah. Have we. Are we good for the next day? Or are we waiting? Should I go ahead and long rest cheat though?
No longer just.
Because I have not many things, but I did use a couple spells. And I don't want to forget to reset points. Also, I did buy more chalk. I have 10 uses of teleportation circle now.
Nice.
Me.
I will suggest Pesips has a variety and limited edition flavors. Says eyes.
Sorry, I was. What?
I don't
He's
know.
talking about the drink that he made for Hunter. It's the same one. He's just saying that it has variety and limited edition flavors now.
What, like Pixel?
No. You keep that Coke crap, freaking useless, dumb, arbitrary flavors out of
I'm sorry. What does frostbite taste like, Volt?
It's like one flavor out of many.
What are the many flavors?
As opposed to however many Coke has come up with.
I think only 2, and I'm pretty sure that Pixel has a description of its flavor. It just doesn't have a name that is the flavor, which Voltage and Code Red and Whiteout and all those don't have names that fit either. They just have a description.
But does Coca-Cola's Pixel taste like what it's supposed to taste like?
I haven't tried it, so I don't know.
I have heard otherwise. I have heard that it does not taste as it's supposed to taste.
Why is it when I'm looking up Mountain Dew flavors, the first thing that come up is Mountain Dew Flaming Hot?
We had
Oh.
that. It's disappointing.
Probably because it's a pretty hot topic right now.
I could hear the look on your face.
Where are my smiting dice?
I stole them and ate them.
What did they taste like?
Disappointment. or like whiteout.
They tasted like sweaty palms and success, with a hint of tears.
Oh yeah. If you want to get to the doesn't taste like what it's supposed to, I want you to give me any reason that I should believe that Purple Thunder tastes like plum, because it doesn't. It tastes like purple.
I haven't tasted it, so I cannot be a impartial judge on this matter. I cannot be an accurate judge on. Oh,
What does
It
Su-
tastes like
I haven't
purple.
tasted the Coke ones either.
what does
Oh.
Mountain Dew Southern Shock taste like?
What's
I
that?
have no idea. I've never heard of it.
I'm just looking up random Mountain Dew flavors. And I see Mountain
way-
Dew Spark.
Yeah, I've seen that one.
Southern Shock.
Eyes, I don't know why you're asking me for
Okay.
suggestions. Literally, the only bang I've ever drank is cotton candy.
There's a Bojangles exclusive Mountain Dew with a blast of natural tropical fruit punch flavor. That's-
Oh.
There's nothing southern about that. Fruit punch sucks. What the heck?
How dare.
What does Cake Smash?
Why are you just talking about Mountain Dew now?
We're waiting on Mika and Uni. They're still not here.
I searched Cake Smash, like just Cake Smash, and all it's showing is just a bunch of babies with cakes.
That's not surprising. A smash cake is a cake that you give a baby at their birthday party.
Well, everyone has actual.
Mountain Dew Cake Smash, artificial cake flavor. That's just sweetness. All you're doing is adding sugar into a sugary drink.
I kind of want to try it though.
Oh my god, Mountain Dew USA.
I've
Yep.
seen that one.
Voltage Whiteout and Code Red.
That hurts
Yeah.
my soul.
I kind of want to see what the cake one is though now.
Really pretty can.
It is. We still need to find hard Mountain Dew. Yeah, literally what I just said.
You see, they made enough. They made enough of these products that like get people mad over just even the names of the flavors. So they had to calm people's emotions, and they made the hard Mountain Dew. Mountain Brew. The name was right there, says Eyes.
There's a car that is decorated with the Mountain Dew Cake Smash thing.
Naturally.
Look at it.
Oh, it's NASCAR. Stock car.
We're waiting on Uni and Mika to show back up.
Uni's here, just not speaking yet because I think computer's still booting up.
Ayori,
Mm-hmm.
since you are always the first to wake up, you wake up pretty early in the cafe is still quiet outside of the usual morning rustling downstairs from the twins. At least one of the twins trying to get.
At least one?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'd go downstairs anyway for breakfast and stuff.
See Gretel getting the morning breakfast set up. So since it's only her down there, it's a little less than you. But she is starting to get the spread set up for everyone.
Oh. You need a hand with anything?
Your words after like break her out of a daze. Like, it's not like she had been on autopilot working. What? Oh, no, I got it. You want me to get you some coffee?
Yeah, I guess, but you okay?
Yeah, just not used to doing this by myself.
Hmm.
She shovels back to the kitchen and comes out soon with a cup of coffee for Ayori, setting it down, and bring out a few more breakfast pastries, breakfast items over the course of the hour or so.
Hmm. And she won't accept help.
Pretty much, and you can tell that she's very tired.
Hmm.
Few hours, about an hour into all of Gretel's cooking, you would soon hear Coltial coming down. Oh,
Hmm?
for my pen.
Oh.
What?
Pen broke.
Yes.
I was messing with it. Alright. You soon hear Coltial come walking down, yawning as he goes on the stairs.
Morning, love.
Funny. He walks over and gets like a small plate of pastries. I'm gonna head over to the library again. Can't find anything. Even like even some scrap.
Okay, just let me know if you do find anything. And try not to stay there all day. Don't overwork yourself.
I'll try. I'll try. The others, I'll see them all later. And he gives Ayori a quick kiss before heading out to the cafe and going to the. Be a little bit later as the sun is starting to for Lyte to start waking.
Off of
Yes.
the floor.
As you start to wake up,
I'm very hungry.
you actually feel a small weight on your chest, and as you open your eyes, you see a small white bunny rabbit with dragon horns sticking out of its head, asleep on your chest.
I'm so hungry. Didn't eat yesterday. Just sigh, lean back, gently pet the bunny.
Or
Maybe I can wake her up gently. Hello.
As you do, your eyes slowly open and a big stretch. Her small rabbit eyes kind of look.
You wanna go down to get some breakfast?
Her ears like perk up, and then a quick nod before hopping off of you, running back into Mel. I'm starving.
Yeah, same. Let's go.
Do you think they made more of those fish pancakes?
No more hanging
Say
out.
that again?
Fish pancakes. Uni showed them to me.
Yeah, I mean, they normally make a few. The
Yay.
twins.
Quickly goes scurrying downstairs to go get some. Welcome back, Uni.
follow a slower pace.
As the day is getting going, is there anything Uni is wanting to do? Hunter?
Huh?
Actually, as the morning is getting started, is there anything Uni is wanting to do?
No.
You're just waking up in your room. You see Runeward is kind of idly hovering off of the side asleep. Tigger curled up on a chair nearby. Probably the most peaceful morning you've had in a while.
I'm going to poke Rumor. Right in the gut. Like a Pillsbury Doughboy.
As you do, as you poke him, you probably get the most fairy-like giggle you've heard out of him.
Is it like one of those Ocarina of Time fairy giggles?
Yes.
Oh dear.
That was embarrassing for him, but he's not awake. Hold that moment in my pocket.
You sure he's not awake?
He could be awake. Who knows? It's a fairy.
As you turns around and starts walking out, just opens one eye and just smirks himself. Tigger, hearing Uni chuckle, kind of stretches, bounding off the chair. His tail kind of latching on the knob. Not really waiting for Uni to wake up.
Are you that ready for your breakfast?
I'm here.
Yes, I
Hi,
am.
Mika.
Hi.
Do you want the fish pancakes too?
The fish pancake.
Yes,
Shush.
yes, I would. They were
All
delicious.
right, let's go. There better be some left.
Going downstairs, you would see Lyte and Mal already starting to eat their food well. With Mal is having a mountain of fish pancakes she's already dealing.
Those better not be mine.
I have a mountain of pastries.
Mal just looks at a fish hanging out of her mouth. out swallowing it. It just points to Gretel. Oh, she said I can have as many as I want.
I mean, you can.
Gretel
They just better not
sighs.
be mine.
Those were all I made. I'll make you some.
Grumble, grumble.
And both Lyte and Uni can both see. And she looks in very.
Hmm. I don't know how to use the options.
Mal, you gonna?
She's already starting to dig back in.
You want to give some of those to Uni, and then when Gretel makes more, you can you can both have more.
Yeah, it's fine.
I got here first.
Yes.
Let her have the pancakes.
Okay.
Although she got to share with the tiger.
You see, she's already holding out one particular to eat, and he's just happy being fed.
You know, that's a sentient being that acts like it's a normal everyday cat.
He
Wait.
lashes at Uni with his tail.
Wait, I'm one of those. I was about to say, aren't you one of those?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Pot, kettle.
Black.
Excuse you, I am a ginger cat.
Hot kettle ginger.
Mika. You are the last to wake up. What are you doing?
Probably heading downstairs for breakfast.
So waking up, there's the news kind of wrapped around your chest, kind of caught up on your chest as usual. You probably notice just as fast as everyone else has how tired Gretel looks. You see no sign of console.
Mika immediately goes up to Gretel and talks quietly to her, or actually signs to her. Are you okay? Where's Hansel?
She would start signing back, saying he went to take care of something. He'll be back later.
Okay, but that doesn't explain why you look the way you do.
Sign. I am.
You really don't look fine. You can tell me what's wrong.
Give me a persuasion.
Okay. One sec, Roll20's loading. You said persuasion?
Yes.
Okay. Oh.
Grow quiet. Bringing her hand up to start signing. Before just saying again, I am fine.
Mika pins back her ears, clearly showing that she's still worried, but doesn't press further. Okay, well, where's Scarlet?
Upstairs. She was pretty tired. Everything. She up in for be.
Hmm. Okay. And then she's gonna go take a seat to start eating whatever food is out for her.
Not fish pancakes.
You can have your fish pancakes.
No,
Hey.
she can't.
So,
Outside of the cafe, over at the Church of the Church Faithful Heart, Devoted Heart. Got a name for a second there. Lena, you slept back at the church after your talk with Raven the night prior. Was there anything you were wanting to do this morning?
And can I do training and get possibly Fadov's help?
Yeah, Beta would help, so you would have an advantage on your.
I wanted to do mine in the morning. If I
You
have
want to do
time.
your
Okay.
training roll,
Okay.
like small bits of personal training as he is getting started.
I'm rolling at disadvantage since I am full of cake. What is it? You just got to beat your strength score
Yeah.
Yes.
when training for strength. Okay.
Which for Lyte is not very hard.
No, it's not.
I beat both of mine.
Awesome.
what am I training now?
I think you were training your intelligence.
No, I switched that. You know, let's make me smarter. We're gonna continue training intelligence.
No, I switched that.
Wait, what?
What?
It was like it never left me.
Okay.
Remember you were training for both of them, Mika?
It's 20 out of 20, right? Or 10 out of 10.
Or
For completing your training.
10.
Okay.
10
Yeah,
minus
it's-
your 10 minus
yeah.
your intelligence.
Yeah. Minus your intelligence mod.
Even for the, I mean, I already went over this, but even for the like strength and dex and
Yes.
I mean, I'm not complaining.
Also, eyes, it would be a 19 because the +2 is because you need the bard. Jack of all trades gives you half your proficiency bonus.
You see, Fate of her armor does look a little more scuffed and messed up, especially after all the fighting from before. A lot, while the robes and everything has been cleaned up afterwards, you can still see a lot of the scratches and dents from her portion of the fighting. Was there anything you wanted to do at the church? She would stop portraying for a second as you. Oh, it's not really broken or anything. It's just just small dents. So she would just chuckle, saying it's fine. Just the wear of batter. She'll probably be getting it. She said she'll probably be getting a new set soon. You did. I wouldn't say she would be getting a new set. By saying, she'll probably say, the armor you gave me protected me. Thank you very much, dear Lena. Was there anything else you wanted to do at the church? Lena?
I'll do the chores and help out. I was going to see Gapos and Cinderella.
What are we going to see them for? Was there any particular things you wanted to do with them, or just trying to catch up with them?
Goodbyes.
Yeah, because we're gonna be leaving town again soon.
Okay.
Goodbye forever.
I might not make it back.
That's been every time we've left town.
As the morning goes on, you check on everyone. Gapos is still working on your. I don't think Lena knows what that word means. Sex.
Nope.
Who's she saying it to?
Probably Cinderella.
Probably. Because eyes is mean.
Hopefully Cinderella.
Just nosebleed. Freaking flies off like a rocket ship.
Poor Cinderella. She's so cock teased.
I never did from a shepherd.
Son of a shepherd. As for your catching up, Gapos would still be working on different commissions, using a lot of the ironwood you gave him. The garden crew, you would see a lot of the farm was turn up in evacuation of the fighting. A lot of work has been put in fixing. Yeah. So the three of them are currently that. As for Cinderella, she is working on the dress you requested. Says she will try to have it to you before you leave.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Uni commissioned a thing for Ayori too.
Yay, Ayori's wedding outfit. And Mr. Noodle's outfit, but I think I already got that.
Yeah, I think so.
Mika, has Mr. Noodles worn it at all?
He's actually started wearing it because it's getting cold now in Alra. Since
That
we're going into
doesn't-
fall.
That doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I'll drop the letter for you and DMs later. Would you go into the cafe after all of your catch-ups?
Ketchup.
Can't.
I
Ketchup?
don't remember. I remember you were getting an outfit from.
That sounds familiar.
Probably, yeah.
New battle dress.
None of which being Cinderella.
At what point does it become cruelty? And I'm gonna be right back.
Also, is Oliver here or no? At the cafe.
Yeah, I saw your message before, Mika.
She had put it in the wrong channel.
As for Oliver, yes. After everyone else comes down, Oliver, his mother, and Thracius will all come down. And Oliver looking, as always, and his mother looking looking like a noble.
Very.
Like somehow, despite having to use the communal bathroom, tiny bedroom, still looks very prim and proper.
She knows how to make do. She hasn't forgotten the last. How many years since she lost? Has she been working off of?
Last 11 years.
11? Okay.
Which I actually have a reference for that. When that happened. Oliver would come to sit down beside Mika at the end of the counter, with Raphaels and his mother sitting beside him. Her waving to you all. Hey, hope all slept well last night.
Yes.
What about yourself?
Mean. I was gonna say that Mika would give Oliver a quick pet on the head. Or maybe a pat on the shoulder, because I forget he's taller than her.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if he's sitting down, you can probably reach his head.
Barely.
Mika is small.
He's like 1.5 feet taller than you, so.
Yeah. Mika's small.
Hello, I'm back.
Welcome back.
I'm back, Hunter.
Were you talking behind my back? That's
No,
just
I
mean.
just read what I said.
Oh, snert.
No, in Force of Will.
He's being mean to me.
We're all mean to you. Yeah, that's our job.
Jeez.
Oliver starts eating his breakfast, seeming very quiet. Saw you. And his mom kind of looks to him, of you, and then he kind of like waits for Mika to come talk to her.
He better be bitching her out for ignoring him.
Mika reluctantly comes over after hopping down from her seat.
Reluctantly.
Over we talked about what is going. Yeah, it looks. Please talk to him about it too. He feels doesn't want to let or your friend.
Responsible for what?
Oh, he's gonna say no.
Yep.
Or happening. I tried to tell him it wasn't, but listen.
I suppose me and Ayori could probably talk to him.
Thank
He
you.
seemed to grow an attachment to the two of us.
That was a mistake.
I've seen it. Must thank you both. And
It was no trouble at all. In all honesty, when I saw him on the street, I saw myself in him, which is why I took him in.
Oh, that's selfish. I'm sorry.
You keep going on.
She didn't want a kid to suffer without parents.
So she abandons him to waitresses?
Okay, that she didn't have a choice in. It wasn't like she could really take him.
Yeah, our choice was leave Oliver here or take him to Stella Soul with us.
And then
To
avoid
potentially
him for
get killed.
and then avoid him for dates instead.
Anyways. Uni, you're not part of this conversation.
He would nod and give a bit of a kind smile. Me and Thrasius will start pairing. Even does stay here. You know I have a responsibility. So Thrasius will start getting ready. Go back once you. But I want to try and spend.
I'm sorry, you said spend as much time, Moon? Okay. You two are welcome to stay here as long as you need. And yeah, hopefully me and Ayori can help him calm down so that you two can actually talk to each other. I know it's been a long time, and he really missed you a lot.
It pains me a lot. Especially everything. That's why I have to. Thank you again.
You're welcome. I'll see about having me and Ayori talk to him later today.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, now let's go eat breakfast.
Right. A little bit after they are come down, you all would see the scene come down. It's would actually see Lear scene in a state well I haven't really seen him in a long time. His cloak is thrown over his shoulder. Seems like he hasn't put on his arm just yet for the day. And he looks really
Haggard.
pretty haggard and hungover. And not in the same way he was during the Festival of Dreams. More like in a drown my sorrows in the nearest bottle kind of hungover.
Mika's gonna, before reaching her seat, see him, and she's going to quickly make her way back into the kitchen to, because I'm sure she's seen him, drunk or, dealing with hangovers before, and knows the recipe for a drink to help him with that.
Yeah.
And start making one.
A pretty quick mix, and bring it over to him as he down at the counter punched over a small plate of food lit over by Gretel. He would be covering his eyes as you come out, kind of hiding from the light. Kind of just grown out. And just yeah.
She's still very concerned about him.
And you all see this.
Yeah.
Al actually kind of looks up to you, like, and it kind of tugs on your cloak, asking, "You okay?"
Oh.
He's I think he's got a lot on his mind right now.
No, not you, not you, yeah, Lena. So I think you should be coming. You should be coming into the cafe pretty.
Whew.
So about a little while after the laser scene comes down, Lena, you would be walking in, having stopped by everyone. You see everyone at the counters eating their food. and you would almost see the gloomy aura around Lyricine that is Grumps down in his.
Can I, like, make him a pot of coffee or something?
Sure, he can.
I mean, Mika already gave him a drink to help.
Lyte does coffee.
Lena.
This is how Lyte shows he cares, is by making a pot of coffee and offering some to you.
Give me athletics or sleight of hand. I'm curious.
Did you soften the issue?
Yeah, athletics or sleight of hand. Well, as Lena will come over, he is lost in his own little world, so he doesn't even notice Lena walking up on him. And as she starts rubbing on his shoulders, you always see him tense up, and it's almost like the sound of those old Transformer toys with the ratcheting joints. It almost be like that as she like cranks every single knot out of his shoulder. He just tenses up and kind of like an old action figure that hasn't been played with ages.
Oh my gosh. Are you okay?
Oh, well, that I can't tell if that was helpful or painful, but thank you, Lena.
It sounded like it hurt a lot, but I'm sure it'll feel great in about 2 minutes.
Maybe.
It is both.
Lena, I can imagine it usually is both.
Yeah, I'm lucky now he's offering to step on him.
All 8 legs.
Nope, I'm fine. I'm fine. Thank you, Lena. Thank you, though.
Not into that, huh?
No, but Lyte is apparently.
What am I into?
Like,
You said the quote 3 seconds ago.
You like to get stepped on.
That was
right?
out of character.
by the way,
Uni's just covering Mal's ears, by the way.
I hope Mika's covering all of hers, or his mother is.
No.
What exactly was said?
It's okay, you missed
Most
it.
of it was out of character, so
Okay.
it doesn't really
Sorry,
matter.
I was distracted by Freya because she's being adorable right now.
We were joking because Lena said I can try walking on you, so I said that she offered to step on Leosin.
All 8 legs.
Naturally.
By the way, Lena, I do have my message, Crimson. If you want to send.
Lena, the spider is talking, typing.
Poider.
Yes, I can do that now if you want to. We'll take a moment.
Yes, I just something short, something simple. Just ask him, where are you waiting?
I'm sorry, did he just say where?
Yes, it did.
Oh.
Mika immediately looks to him.
Are we
We're
skipping one?
we're not. we're not ready for him. We still have to deal with Pink. And you're not fighting him alone.
No, you would never let me.
That implies you would live through it.
But knowing him, he's waiting. You'll be there until y'all going.
Then let's wait on asking him that question until we're ready for it. Let's deal with Pink first.
And do you send the message?
Lena? Lena?
Lena is typing.
Mika, let him have this one.
This is his choice, not yours.
All right.
What's the Lena going to do? What's this for you to do? Lena's a type getting over.
I liked when I was singing better. That reminds me, I saw a book called Spiderella earlier, and I just that's the ship
No.
name. That's the ship name right there.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a kid's book, by the way.
Expected. I would be concerned what a book called Spiderella is about if it wasn't a kid's book.
Yeah.
To be fair, it would be either a
It's Spinderella.
either a young adult novel or a kid's book.
Okay, look, we have been getting a lot of Omegaverse, so
Dear
And some of
Crimson,
those-
I have a message that you may have been expecting for some time now. Where are you waiting for us?
It would take only a second before you get a response back. And it is as even and as commanding as you remember Crimson's voice being, as he simply says, Mount Holia, bring the Seekers. I will wait long as it takes.
Folia? Where's that?
It is the volcano on the
Of course.
the southern region of.
Oh yeah, you mean that one that we were gonna go to?
Ugh.
So the one that we were like, oh hey, we should go there to follow up these leads.
Crimson has officially earned the title of supervillain. He's got that. He's got the presentation.
He's sending us to go fight him in a volcano, Uni.
Yeah, but that's still not super villainy to me. That's like low-level boss. You know, like the first boss you get that kind of matters plot-wise, but is still pretty irrelevant to the other bosses.
So, like the hunter from the first session?
Yeah. No, he reminds me more
That's
of
not an old dude.
He reminds me more of like Seven Deadly Sins characters.
Armor is very similar. Right.
Yeah, he gives me what is his name? Whatever, one of the Knight Commanders. He gives me those vibes.
That's a very vague.
I am tired I just got off a 7-day work week, and I am drinking.
Hope you have some days off soon.
I have tomorrow off.
Good.
Elaine, do you share back the message?
Typey type.
Mount Helia?
Yes. Just remind me.
Are you sure it's not Mount Kilia?
Helia.
Mount kill you?
Yes! That is a perfect name for a mountain.
Too bad he can't read it.
Oh, I can read my name.
Can you read anything else?
Some things.
Can you read whenever you get paid?
Whenever I get... What? I mean, why would I read when I get paid?
I don't know. IOUs or something?
I don't know. If you can't read a reward, you're gonna get you're gonna get scammed there.
Yeah, quite a bit.
That's why he doesn't take quests. He just... he hunts, sells animal pelt, and random little bits and pieces that he finds.
Yeah,
Fair enough.
he gets scammed a lot.
Oh, he knows he knows his numbers, just not his letters. He knows his letters, just not all of them.
How does he feel about when letters enter math?
I mean,
Are we gonna get Volt to say math is not fun?
I was hoping to, yes.
he probably never had to deal with that, honestly.
We got a reply from Lena though.
He says that we are to meet him at a mountain south of here, Mount Hoyal. Hoyle.
Yeah, I don't know what Moon said.
Olia.
Holia.
Like add a IA.
So, Mount Ho, gotcha.
No! He'll be waiting there. She looks up at the rest of the group. He said that the Seekers must come as well.
Yeah, we expected that.
Well, I guess he'll be waiting for a while. Right?
At least long enough for us to deal with Pink first.
Right. And if I know luck as well as I believe I do, we'll keep to his word. Waiting for you. So at least we don't have to worry about him doing any.
Lena, we're not sending him jerky.
I don't know. He has a tendency to just kind of show up.
He only shows
They all have a tendency to do that, but he just...
He shows up, tells us get good, and leaves.
Yeah.
He's at least somewhat respectful.
I don't know how to say this out loud, but I'm going to say it anyway. We have not got good. We have gotten passable.
That is why he wants us to deal with Pink first. Which, I don't like that he wants that, but we don't have much of a choice.
I like that he wants it.
Hey, Lena, make sure you cut off his
what?
hands.
Lena wants to know So you can insight him.
Insight on the message or on Leocene?
Wait.
If Crimson will stay there.
Oh, there? Yeah.
Yep, sure you can.
Mhm.
I hear fireworks.
Same.
Same.
Dude,
Same.
my neighbors were setting off fireworks in the road, and Mika couldn't get through.
Oh no!
We had to wait until they were done because they are asshole.
Oof.
Check the message, and there was no. It was as plain and as concise as you. Kind of hard to tell anything from it, but you can tell from the way Leocene is speaking that he probably does mean it.
I hear fireworks from somebody's mic.
He probably might.
Or mine.
Or mine.
Mine aren't that loud.
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh, I thought the card I was referencing actual artifact. Wrong. Actually, kind of sad.
Ice has rolled a 19 on
Yeah, he answered him
Oh.
already.
Yes, he did.
You were seeing picks up the cup of coffee that
Oh.
sorry, you you tell by the way he was speaking, it was pretty plain, concise, no really room for any kind of double meanings or half truths. And from the way Leocene was speaking, I think he's probably being honest.
Does anybody else get the feeling that the lords don't actually want to be lords?
I don't think any of them, except
Maybe White.
maybe White, are doing this of their own choice. Something happened with all of them, it seems, and
Turning
who
a
knows?
It feels
tiny
like
moment
they were
of
kind of. Sorry.
feeling like their resentment was just enough, and then making it worse.
Mm-hmm. It feels like White basically convinced them that that what they went through was wrong and gave them an opportunity to go and fix it, and in return they do his dirty work, and he twisted it in a way that it makes it seem like they're doing good.
Yeah, exactly.
Except for Pink, because it seems like she's fully aware. She just doesn't give a shit.
Yeah, she's
but
just doing it for her own gain.
Even still, as far as we know, Yellow was doing it because he wanted to at the time.
Well, in Yellow's case,
he wanted to save Mika. Like, his whole concern was Mika.
Yeah, and then he tried to kill you.
Because he hated you.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's like White is messing with their emotions.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
We can't even just say, "Oh, Pink's just doing it because she wants to," because it's probably the same thing.
Although I'm pretty sure she just also wants to happily be queen again. since she didn't get to live out her actual reign.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think that she wanted that at the cost of her daughter's life.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, royals don't necessarily love their children.
No, but she sacrificed herself to save her. Or at least that's what we
Yeah.
think.
That's what the going theory is.
If
There's also
Luck
the
sacrificed himself for
whole-
Leocine, Yellow or Flynn for Mika, she probably did the same thing for Alice.
Mhm. And I mean,
Bless you.
I'm
Ow.
curious how Alice dying didn't affect her. If that is the case.
We don't really know.
Yeah.
Like,
And we won't really know until we either get information out of her or read her
Book-
story.
Book her and then read her mind.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to book her.
Book
We're
her.
going to we're going to
Yeah.
violently invade your privacy.
Yeah, go book her.
Like the police we are.
No, that's Rolan.
I'm tired.
Are you drunk yet?
Boys.
I only had the one drink. I just have a really bad headache.
Yeah.
Same.
Look, it was hot in that store.
Yeah, I actually had
Aw.
to take a break from the heat.
Oh no.
Because I was ready to
Yeah.
pass out.
Yeah, and then she kept making like mistakes because her brain started fogging over.
Oh.
Mhm.
It
Oh
was
no.
great.
Yep.
And some
And we had a very chatty customer too.
yeah, and you didn't shut her down.
I didn't want to be rude.
It's your job.
I
Be
know.
polite. Be polite, but
rude?
shut her down.
I know. She was gonna keep going until I finally said I really need to get back to work in like a very polite way of, all right, well I need to get back to work because Hunter was sitting there next to me.
Needing needing to actually say stuff.
Mm-hmm. But I have a feeling I would have been stuck there for at least another 5 or 10 minutes with
Hey,
her
are you
talking.
drinking water?
No, I am drinking alcohol.
Mika!
Eyes, make sure she has water.
I have water. I have my water that we got earlier.
That should be empty by now.
It's not. Because it's all the ice melting.
No wonder the heat got to you, Miss No Drink Water, right? That gets on to the rest of us. Jesus Christ.
I try, but then things get...
Yeah, you're not allowed to get onto
Icky.
us anymore, though. You are
Hunter, you got me
Do
in
as I
trouble
say,
2 days
not as I
ago.
do. Again, do as I say, not as I do.
I get to say that. You don't get to say that.
So,
Anyway, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What are we waiting for? I feel like we were waiting for something.
We were just
I thought
talking
we
about...
were waiting. I thought we were waiting on a response from Lena.
No, Lena said it reminds me of Yellow's and Flynn's action, to which I agreed with what she said and you said, and then we're just kind of... That's where we are.
Right? Okay.
By this
Then we're all
point,
caught up.
by this point, Leocine has the coffee Lyte gave him, downs it, and just starts making his way to the stairs, saying, "I'll be upstairs," and just pushes up. As he is going up, while see Garlic actually pass him on down on stretching, kind of like look up to him, then on to you, and just points up to him, saying, "He's still moping, and an old man kept me up half the night. Anyway, I ain't got him to go to sleep."
Wait. Is that why Mika pauses, looking over to Gretel.
Moping was a light word for it.
No, not like that. Can't you? Or he's crying. Yeah, he got so drunk he started crying. I could hear him. I could hear him through my wall.
Oh,
They were doing it.
you too.
Please, I have some kind of standards.
Are you sure though? Wait,
Wow.
wait. Is this Gretel?
No, it's a Scarlet.
Okay. If it was Gretel, I'd be like, your ships are weird. I don't trust you.
And Gretel
But
would just shake her head like, even I wouldn't ship that.
that's not what I was insinuating. I was just wondering if that's why you looked so tired, Gretel.
That is what I said. Is why he responded to that.
Handsome, maybe. But the man's a complete man.
Uni's just gonna look at Lena with like her eyebrow raised. It's like, I guess everyone's entitled to their tastes. I guess. Personally, I'm not into old dude, but okay.
You're also
Mika sighs.
19.
I'm also like asexual, so and had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. His chiseled features are pretty nice.
Everyone just like looks suddenly turns to look at Lyte.
Gretel, I have a new ship for you.
What? Everyone's dissing on him. Just standing up for the man. Who will make a book?
I will make a book, Gretel says proudly, looking a little more awake now.
No one is making a book.
I'll make a book.
You don't get to tell us what to do, ma'am. Maybe Gretel because she is like an employee here, but
We're all employees here.
Exactly.
is Uni really an employee though? She just plays music all the time.
Doesn't
She's
she also
Still
wait?
technically an
Isn't she
employee.
a server?
Yeah,
Yep.
I feel like Uni's more of like a contract person, like
Scarlet
freelance.
just walks over past her and messes up Uni's hair. You work here, you're an employee.
They still give you a paycheck.
Yeah, you have a
Yeah.
flat ass. Uni fixes her hair. Okay, Moon, I have a question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at the very expensive loot,
Yes.
and I could charm somebody. Yes.
Yes.
Could
Oh.
I'm asking you this as DM for a rule. If I could use that to make the sourpusses feel a little better.
In like Lear scene?
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Hey, the instrument work. Oh, that card. You're casting charm person on it on them.
Kind of, but mostly just to make them feel better.
But do you have charm person or
Uh,
any
I-
charm like spells?
hold on, give me a second. Yes, I have charm person.
Yeah. And yeah, you can.
Wait, doesn't the loot itself charm people?
No, it says when you cast a spell that causes a target to be charmed.
Okay.
It makes them more likely to fail when they.
But how many? But what about the spells that it gives? Didn't it give a whole lot of spells too?
Gives fly, invisibility, levitate, protect from good and evil, tangle,
Shillelagh.
fairy fire, shillelagh, and speak with animals.
I can talk to Mr. Noodles.
Also, did you take the monocle when I tried to give it to you to identify the loot, Uni?
We're gonna go with no because I don't remember.
I had said, "Hey, here's this," and you said, oh, "Okay, yes, we'll do that later," because it was as we were going into the castle. Because you wanted to identify so you can actually know everything that it does in character rather than messing around and finding out.
In character, we're just going to say that Uni didn't take it because she forgot.
Yeah.
Because she did. So she doesn't know that the loot can do any of that. She's just going to use Charm Person. And play the new loot because it's new. Is that cool with you, Moon?
You casting Charm Person on Leosine?
Yeah. Okay.
Hasn't he already left upstairs?
I'll give it one chance as he's walking away.
Okay.
What am I rolling? Performance?
No, we're just casting the spells with a save. Definitely. So as he is walking up and Scarlet is trying to silence Lena's very lewd incineration. Stops for a second. And doesn't what he would do is he's armed.
I don't know. However, he shows his happy. Not that kind of happy.
It wouldn't really calm him down that much.
I just want to give him like a peaceful mind so he can think things through. And not emotionally react to things.
He would walk up for a little bit, and after a little while, you feel the connection start to weaken. They'll probably only be up for you.
Okay. Uni is also playing. Obviously.
Me a how well you're
Okay.
Uni is playing a very jaunty.
Oh. Like a pub song?
Yeah.
Nice.
What are you guys doing for
I don't have anything particular unless Mika tells me things.
Mika?
Mika is currently muted.
Did she fall asleep?
Eh. Oh, okay.
Then Lena, Uni, anything you guys were gonna do?
You know what? She's gonna go and see if she can have a conversation with Oliver.
Okay. Oliver is right now pretty casually just
What's he eating?
I forgot I was muted. Mika was going to pull Ayori aside after breakfast to let them know about planning to talk to Oliver later.
as you're pulling Ayori aside, you're pulling Oliver aside, and he is finishing up what is probably his third or fourth muffin for the morning.
Are you sure you don't want a fish pancake? Once more is made? I hope more is being made.
More. Greta had brought you out more earlier.
Yay! Do you
Hey,
want one?
he shakes his head.
Are you one of those weirdos that can't taste goodness?
Good. I'm just full.
Oh. Okay.
He looks not upset, but pretty stuck in thought.
You know, if you keep chasing your tail, you're never going to get an answer.
Don't have a tail.
Called a metaphor, kid. Keep up with me.
Oh.
Meaning, if you're going to keep thinking about it, eventually, all you have is the question. You're never going to find that answer.
Yes.
I can understand that. Stay here. Be happy with your mom. You know, normal kid stuff. Whatever kids do. Hopefully not hunt
Uni.
wolves. Shush, shush. This is Uni time. This is not Mika time.
I
Thing Uni.
I forgot now.
Thing kid time.
Where was my thought going? Okay, right. So, be a normal kid. Be a king. Those are some pretty tempting options either way. King, you get to spend stuff. You'll have all the things you never had before. But then there's responsibilities, and fuck those.
I don't want to.
Alright, then don't.
Yeah, it looks over to Ayori and Mika, talking over by the side. Well, you upset me if I don't.
I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna make certain things much, much harder. And mostly, there's a whole lot of people this decision affects. But let's ignore them for a second. Pretend they don't exist. Because right this second, they don't.
That's not a whole lot of pressure. Poor kid.
Uni's not good at this. But she's trying. She can't people. That's why she doesn't people. But ultimately, it's up to you. If you become king and you're super miserable, then, that affects people too. What's to stop you from turning into a tyrant because you're upset? I've heard this happen before. He killed 6 wives. It was awful.
I just step back. I don't want to.
I mean, technically he killed 4.
I mean,
I don't want to hurt anyone.
Then just plain old don't be king. Be a normal kid. We'll figure something out. We're adults. We can put on our adult pants.
Mika, Ayori, as you both were talking, do you look over to Oliver at all?
I mean, if the conversation's about Oliver, I would assume yes. But we haven't had any of the conversation at all.
Give me
it depends on if we're in the same room or not.
Because
Mika may have tried to pull Ayori aside to a room.
Probably across the room. So give me a perception check. See if you any of what Oliver and talking about. And then Uni, are you trying to be quiet at all, or just having like a normal room volume?
Normal conversation. She's not making a secret that she's having a conversation with the kid.
Do I get advantage on perception?
Because you are relatively near.
Well, also because he's humanoid.
Guess so.
22.
So, Mika, you glance over to Oliver, and you can see you talking to him, and he looks pretty much as conflicted as he looked all morning. You do get this. You get a hint of the conversation. Supposedly parts of him saying when all be upset, and other small parts.
Okay, so basically stuff she already knows.
Yeah.
Just kind of confirming.
I don't hear anything.
You notice notice Uni and Oliver talking. Oliver kind of just looks down at us, thinking it. What would you do?
If I had to choose between being normal and controlling other people's lives, I'm gonna go with normal. But this isn't about me. This isn't about what I would or would not do. It's not about what your mom would or would not do. It's not about any of that. None of us. It's about you. If your knee-jerk reaction is, I don't want to, then don't. If your knee-jerk reaction is, I really, really want to, then do it. If you're conflicted, don't think about it too hard. Wait for the answer to come to you. Because, we do still have time. We have to actually go and kill Pink first. And that could take forever.
Okay.
Or, here's a thought. Why don't you shadow Lux? See if Lux is willing to let you sit in on what he does.
Lux? King?
Yeah, you want to be if you want, think of it as a internship to be a king of your own. If you see all that stuff and you want to do what he does, great. If you see all what he does and you're like, no, fuck this, great.
I love how Uni's just boiling down being a king to a residency at a hospital.
I mean, that's essentially what we're doing with Milliam. That's more or less what princes do.
I am upset that you're right. Hey. Okay. You see him kind of think it over. Looking a little bit more. Lena, you said you were talking to check that out while everyone else is having the conversations.
I was gonna take Mel to explore the city.
Yeah. And she would happily hop off her chair and follow around. Really looking forward to seeing
Probably just also take the opportunity to explain to her that, yeah, we're going on another mission soon, so you could stay here where it's safe, or I guess come with me if you want. Once again, it's your call, kind of like back in Council, it was.
Conversation with Children, the episode.
essentially. you would take a second and mull it over and kind of nod. I would probably just
Well, not
So-
necessarily. You were pretty good with the World Eater and all that.
yeah, but that thing was big. And what if they tried to attack here again?
Well, then I guess they could definitely use your help.
She kind of just comes up her chest and puts her fists on her hips, saying like, "I will protect the city, when you guys get back."
There you go. I don't want to see a stone missing from its place. Maybe just give her a noogie.
I have a lore question.
Yes,
Mal is a villain resonator, yes?
yes,
And she's deviating pretty far from her story, right?
possibly.
So shouldn't she have a similar reaction to what happened to Cinderella that one time?
If we ain't from a story a lot, she would be.
Okay, just making sure.
I mean, she's done this much, so.
I mean, in some versions, at a younger age, she wasn't really like doing the villainous things, was she?
I mean,
That came in when she was older, right?
Yeah,
depends
She's
on
got time.
in
Resonators age
at least
slowly.
some version.
a specific one.
And these are all moons, so none of them have to be any real version.
That's true.
What was Mal's story again that we saw in the book?
It was Mal, Maleficent, the Everburn,
Yeah, burned by fate.
burned by fate.
Because I remember it something being about she becomes friends with somebody.
Wouldn't we not see the future of their stories?
Uh,
Does the book show their future?
The prototype book would.
Oh,
Is that the prototype book shows the full story, or just keeps it written? Keeps it written.
I think you said it kept it, but I don't remember.
it holds on to the stories that it collects.
Yeah,
Was the
But-
prototype the one that we found in Soul?
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that held on to things.
Yeah, it was just, I don't remember if it showed the full thing. I think it just kept
Okay.
anything that it had shown in the past.
So,
It would just have the immediate part of the story.
Hmm.
Which are any of you checking the book?
Mika has both of the books, so if Lyte wants to check it, he'd have to ask her. Oh, Eyes is asking if you've checked your statue, Lyte.
yes. Lyte has remembered to check his statue.
I would say this probably happens before you leave the cafe.
Yes.
And it would say, warning, I'm trying to think about how to say this properly. It's always weird going into this voice for this parrot. Read ahead! Read ahead!
Wow.
Read ahead.
Can you say that normally? I couldn't understand what you were saying.
Read ahead, I think.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I heard.
Read or lead?
Read.
Oh, okay.
I guess I would ask to check the books then.
When would that be?
Probably after, I guess after yours and Ayori's conversation.
Okay.
So your first thought would be to check Mal's, and the only part for her story you see pretty much is summarized as she lives happily in her new home. So, and nothing else stands out to you
In both books?
in both books. Which other any other stories you would check?
I guess whatever else might be showing up in the first book that we had, the Seeker's book, the Finder's book.
Currently, that would, given the proximity, Scarlet and the twins, which
And Mika and Flynn's.
Mika and Flynn.
And also Alice.
Yeah. A lot of
Would
books
she
there.
be showing? I guess she would be.
We have her skull, which I think is the closest thing to anything for her.
But you got Mika. Are you looking with Lyte, or is Lyte the only one looking?
She's just kind of standing aside, wondering what he's looking through it for.
Lyte, as you're skimming through, you would see a chapter of the twins story, titled Departure. And starts with the line, as the day grew near, and kind of just goes on describing something about Consul finalizing his plans. I don't think you were quite informed on what exactly.
No, probably not.
I don't think Mika ever mentioned what their story is, just said that it was coming to an end.
As for Scarlet, you would actually see that more of her story is also with the ending part of a chapter stating the eerie feeling something is. And if you're reading back farther in the back in the chapter, you pretty much pretty much going over stuff that you kind of infer, goes over the recent events, a recent getting people out of the city, a big fight, and the relative peace afterwards. But the whole internal monologue is going over her feeling deeply uneasy about
I would tell Mika about the parrot's warning and what it had said, and point out the chapter of the twins book, I guess, and then go ask.
Mika would now come over to look at the pages as he points it out.
You said you were worried about their story coming to an end soon.
Yeah, but they're fine as long as they don't accept the ending of their story.
All right.
Mika, as you are looking at it and you chapter being written, you get the ever encroaching feeling that this story is at least the part for uh the parts where Hansel's still there is very quickly.
Hmm.
I would give back the book to Mika and head off after that.
Okay. Mika's like torn between wanting to check in on like 4 different people now.
We still haven't actually got to have our conversation either.
Technically, me and Lyte's conversation was after that, but
yeah,
yeah,
it was
Yeah.
exactly. It was after it, and we still haven't got to actually
You guys can
do
have
it.
Yeah.
You guys can do it real quick. While Light is like reading the story.
We were having the conversation before Lyte was reading the stories, is the point.
The timeline.
Yeah.
We were having the conversation the same time Uni was, and that was when Lyte left, and then Lyte came back. Or I was doing that after, I mean, because he said he would talk to us after our conversation.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do it real quick then. So, how do you say her name? Helia?
Helera.
Helera says that Oliver is pretty upset and wants us to talk to him.
Oh.
She thinks that he'll listen to us more than her.
Yeah. I guess that does kind of make sense, given everything that's been going on.
Yeah. Basically, I guess he's having trouble choosing between staying here and going to Stella Soul when it's time for him to, take place as prince.
That's. Well,
I mean, I feel like he's just kind of being tossed into a lot right now.
yeah, unfortunately, there's not really much we can do to help that. We kind of all are.
Yeah. I'm just wondering if maybe there's a solution that can be the best of both worlds for him.
Oh? Did you have something in mind?
Maybe he can come visit pretty often, so that way he can, still be visiting and seeing his friends and us, and he doesn't feel as isolated and thrown into a world that he doesn't understand.
Yeah. I mean, if he becomes prince, it's not like it would be difficult for them to get back here.
Yeah.
Open the portal.
They have a teleportation circle in the basement.
Yes, sire, as you
I-
wish.
Mika was. I was actually going to suggest maybe setting up a teleportation circle.
It takes a year to do that, and 50 gold a day.
I know. Either that or he can come in through the royal teleportation circle.
Yeah, there's one just in the city. I'm gonna assume there's one in the castle, so he can get to Aura.
Yeah, the royal one would be safer, but yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, give him the opportunity to be able to come back whenever, maybe once a week or every few days, depending. What do you think?
I think that would be a good idea to at least suggest to him and see what he thinks.
Well, we should also suggest it to his mom first,
Yeah.
instead of getting his hopes up.
When did you want to talk to him then?
I was thinking maybe later today. Give him some time to, think some more, as well as give us some time to think about how exactly we'll approach him about it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So how about after dinner?
Out of character, I'm not sure how much longer we were planning to stay in town.
Are we supposed to be leaving on this day?
We have access to the teleportation circle as soon as we're ready, and figuring out Oliver is the only thing that we're waiting on.
Okay. Scratch that. Scratch that. Make it after lunch.
Because I don't think we're waiting on anything else, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's just giving us more preparation time.
Because we've already gotten the supplies we need and everything.
Yeah. Alright, so after lunch. And I'll go talk to Helra. Or would you like to come with me for that talk?
Excuse me. I can come with you if you want.
Okay. And we'll let this be when Lyte pops in to the conversation.
Conflicted with even more drama going on.
Yeah, like he probably would have been upstairs doing his strength training beforehand, and then come down and all that. I don't suppose I would have heard any of that. Because, like, I, as a player, have suggestions, but Lyte doesn't know enough to suggest them, is what I'm not sure of.
Leo?
Hello?
Hello.
Hey, just a
Hello.
quick reminder, it is past.
I don't have to be up until 3:30 tomorrow instead of
Oh.
And I normally wake up like 1:15.
And neither me or Hunter have work tomorrow.
Okay.
So, Moon and Ice?
I'm good for a little bit longer.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit longer. I'm still very tired.
Tired.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
7 days.
let's finish up the
Aw.
conversations that are going on.
Lena's just trying to get goddamn. Lena's just trying to get just let Helera just kind of talk about herself. You know, how life was with her.
Backstory.
Yeah, just let her just kind of let it out. Like, I don't know how she's been kind of keeping it in with, you know, having no memory of anything.
Yeah, we'll probably go over that. A little. That was the end of the conversation.
It's just I don't need like just if there's anything important.
Mostly be talking about. I do say the time worth talking about is and was helping with the anti-folk. Crisis was helping it work as guard so they both could eat have large.
What? Where is Thracius? Is he just here?
Just at the counter or eating some. He has more or less.
Eyes.
He has more or less just not left her side since you all have met.
So have with Thracius?
Lena's more of a shipper than Gretel is. It would be like, oh heavens, heavens, no, no, never, no, we haven't. He is.
But do you want to?
Yeah, Uni's not there. He's much too much of a gentleman, and
My, how sweet.
I've tried to get him to relax a lot more, but he still feels guilty for everything.
I suppose I can understand that.
Truly good man.
He did what he could. And because of that, we have you here now, and we have Oliver. It wasn't probably the best way things could have gone, but you know what? You can't really change it. And if it didn't, I mean, we wouldn't have met Oliver.
Right. You all have given him lovely help. Always be. Yes, Mika?
Volt was still waiting for an answer on his thing earlier. I just wanted to let you know.
Like, what question did he have?
Hey! Sorry.
Okay. I believe he was asking if he heard any of the conversation between Mika and Ayori.
Give me a perception check, and I will get back to you. But she would go on saying, kind of giving small stories of some of the stuff they went through getting there through Del Sol and the Singing Deserts. Actually mentioning the worms you guys had saw on the way there. I say they were dinosaurs or worms you guys saw in the airship.
Worms.
Worm, I think.
I thought, right?
I'm pretty sure it was worms because you misread the word pillar as caterpillar.
Right. I'm saying one of the caravans they had ridden with was drawn with the massive glowing worm. You found just utterly fascinating.
Yes.
Didn't have any other questions for her? And she will just continue telling more stories throughout the day. Always as far as Lena and her. She seems to be settling in well enough. She is clearly nervous about having to retake the throne, but reading her memory, coming here, and all of you seems to be taking it well. As for you, Lyte, you would probably hear the tail end of the conversation as you were coming. Probably the last.
I don't remember what that was. I don't think do any of us.
We wanted to talk to Oliver after lunch, I think.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So not. Okay. All right. Nothing new to say then.
Okay.
Whenever we do get around to it, there is one more thing I wanted to check as far as reading ahead.
What is it?
The library, not the scribe's library. I'm not sure. That would I mean, maybe.
Just the regular library?
Just the regular library. Do they have stories on like resonators and whatnot?
They have some of the general studies.
Would they have anything specifically for Maleficent burned by fate? Dang. Well, I'd check for it anyway. I'd look around for it anyways.
And also, would he run into Coltial there?
Actually, he probably would. And the Coltial just surrounded by a good 4 feet of books on either side of him.
Freaking nerd.
As he is very deeply ingrained in his.
I'm taking Mel to the library with me, by the way.
Do you look away from her at all?
I can't look at the shelves and her at the same time, can I?
Then, as you look up to the shelves for a second, you see that she has vanished, and is currently over by Coltial, and is hovering around him. Like you see, like the quick jump cuts of her like on each side of him, behind him, looking over his shoulder, on top of the stack of books, reading one of them.
Anime.
And just like at the end, just kind of like leaning on the table, kind of just ready to poke his face.
I watch with interest as she's about to poke his face.
He leans in close and just slowly just says, boosts his nose, and goes, boop, and he finally just snaps out of it and falls. And falls back. You can see the glow on him is only going a little bit brighter as the books come tilting back to him. It's like no, and they all fall onto it.
Oh.
One of the stack of books, just sits back up, hair all a mess, jacket all scuffed. Looks a book off his head. Oh, what the? Lyte? What are you two doing here?
Looking for a book. Duh.
I figured that. Were you looking up something specific, or maybe I can help? Just like picking up the fallen book on the table.
Over I would activate Psychic Whispers and just privately say to him, yeah, actually, I was looking for Maleficent's book.
You jump a little bit as he feels in his head, like, never get used to that. No, most libraries don't have like, specific resonators. All held by the script.
Oh,
At most, you'll probably get a study on the reoccurring ones. I think I saw one back in Luna Lumen about from what I remember, one of the cities there gets a lot of them. You'd be surprised how easy it is to sleep in a country that's constantly in nighttime.
feels like your circadian rhythm would get all out of whack.
There was a reason why a little bit more than how you're.
That must suck.
Not really. You get used to it. Why are you looking for Melissa for some books anyway? I mean, outside of your taking care of your daughter, right?
She's not.
But you seem like her dad.
He is daddy.
Magic item told me to read ahead. It's a very vague warning, but well, I'd cover all my bases, and this is the only one I haven't checked yet.
And just tilts his head. Magic item.
Parrot's warning, Parrot's prophecy. I forget the exact name.
Yeah, this is like, there's no way you.
I just take it out of my bag and show him.
His eyes go wide, and like he picks it out of your hand, starts studying it.
How
do you have this?
How do you have this? So I snatch it back from him.
He kind of rubs his eyes, looking at it, because it's actually real. I get you all like heroes and everything, but how do you just casually have an artifact like that?
I suppose we're like speaking.
Yeah, now he's like he's completely forgotten about this person is talking out loud.
Considering we're just not talking about Mal anymore, then yeah, I'm fine with that. Artifacts? What do you?
I think.
What do you mean?
These are powerful, legendary artifacts.
Oh, sick!
And you just casually carry it around with you.
I mean, better to carry it around with me than to just leave it unattended, right?
You know that's fair. Still don't understand how you have that.
What was the guy's name? Akiva?
Yeah.
Akiva, let me have it. I passed his test or something. I don't know.
Akiva.
Yeah.
I would Lord Akiva. Baron of the Boiling Sea just gave you an artifact.
Well, you didn't just give it to me, but I mean, like, you know, you prove your worth, and you get a nice shiny thing, right?
How you are so cool but so terrifying.
You know, if I had an answer to that, I'd sell the info and get rich, but I don't.
I don't know what to say. I lost for words.
I mean, it's not as great as you make it sound. It gives the vaguest warnings, and honestly, it rarely gives them in time, though that may just be on me for not getting into a good habit of checking it, like, first thing in the morning.
It's not awake.
Awake?
Now I was just kind of pacing beside the bookshelves, thinking.
You think there's, like, more that this thing can do than just give 2-word warnings?
Yeah, usually, like stuff like that is usually you have to. Usually it stays inactive for so long. The abilities are very dormant and weak, and after a time of using them, like meeting some kind of condition, I think he stops for a second. Thanks. I think you might just give me an answer to something. As he quickly goes back to his books, suddenly on the pages. But yeah, to answer your question, find out what might wake it up.
I mean, you seem to. Do you have any idea where to start?
Unfortunately, that is not my field of expertise. My best answer is if it tells you the future, either if it tells you the future, do something with that.
All right then. Thanks.
You're welcome. I have some research to do.
Yeah, go for it. Freaking nerd.
But I'm glad I thought to mention, hey, did he run into Coltial?
Yes, thank you.
I think I know where his head's going right now.
So, was there any other conversations you guys wanted to have in the morning? Any other errands?
Me and Mika were going to talk to Halloran when she's done talking to Lena, but that can be done at some point later.
Those two spend probably a good amount of time adding. Well, after a while, she would have kind of talked in circles enough to start asking Lena about where she's from and wanting to learn more about the island.
So we're not talking to her before lunch.
Probably not.
I mean, you can go approach her. I mean, we're all at a party that are trying to do things together. It's fine to do that.
Yeah, but also if she's actually talking and not just sitting there worrying about everything, we're not going to go up and be like, hey, so about your son.
I mean, you can do it a little bit easier, just to kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to leave her be and let her kind of, have her moment of doing with that or without kind of. That's fine.
Up to Mika too, I guess, because I don't know.
I don't. It probably not bad either way, Mister. I swear to God. Sorry.
Who's playing a piano badly?
It's the music coming through on his mic for the dog.
Yeah.
So I zoned out for a minute. What is dependent on me?
If we want to talk to Taylor while she's talking to Lena, or if we want to wait and leave them alone, because we're not going to talk to her before lunch if we don't interrupt them.
Can we tell what they're talking about?
Mostly just stuff about the province Lena is from, El Sol. Mostly her being appalled about some of the stuff Lena has been through in her travels, and some of the tales she's being told about Alice and the state of things in El Sol.
Yeah, that's right. Fill her with the righteous fury to retake the throne.
Also, not liking the name very much.
Yeah, Mika
name?
is going to want to interrupt.
Wait, what do you mean the name?
Also,
Did it used to be called something else?
Moon?
does
If
Mika-
you tell me I had a different name 10 years ago,
I mean,
and Ayori didn't know this,
he said that last week, or implied
it had a different
anyway.
name at some point. But if it had a different name in her lifetime, or even when she was ruling 11 years ago, Ayori should know that.
Okay, I already know.
True.
I already know that.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. This is what happens when Laura is still being written. I'm sorry.
I was traveling 20 years ago. I may have only lived in Stella Sol for the last 7, but I would know if it went by a different name 4 years before I moved there.
I'm sorry.
I think
feel
that's
you on the
something for the
whole-
DM to figure out later. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna interrupt that conversation. Hey, Lena?
Lena's sniping.
I see that. I know you two are having a conversation here, but me and Ayori kind of need to speak with Helera alone. Mm,
Yeah, but she does that to everyone, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
she
count.
literally said it 2 seconds ago. Her last sentence was, "What is it, dear Mika?"
Hold on, I have a sneeze coming.
Look at it like.
Actually, apparently that's a genetic thing, and not everyone has it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
but also
Right, anyways.
look at Lyte.
Oh.
Okay.
I mean, that wasn't what that was definitely the intention, yes.
I know it wasn't, but that was where my mind went.
It's funny. Does Lyte and Uni have pet dander?
Probably.
Oh, I think
Probably
everyone
Mika
sees.
too.
Yes, Mika probably does too. Anyways, we'll probably talk about it later, Lena. It's just we just need to talk to Helra right now. Does that mean
persuade
I have to
her.
roll aggress? Does that mean I have to roll against the persuasion roll?
I think it would be persuasion against insight.
Probably. Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so I have to do a persuasion. Okay.
Roll strength.
Am I doing with advantage or?
Does Ayori help?
Yes, but I'm too tired to think of exact phrasing to help.
Yes, you
Okay.
I would just also be like, yeah, we can explain it later, but I'm too tired to think of having that actually make sense.
Dang it.
Ayori, do you do anything to help with that roll?
I can't do anything to make it 6 higher. Unless I had rolled instead, and there's nothing else I can do, so.
Do you want to try to roll? Or do you want to take a
If you'll let me roll instead, I'll do that.
Sure.
I mean, you
Normal or...
even need to roll instead. What if you just both bring your own persuasive arguments to the conversation, and then you both get your own rolls?
Yeah, that's true.
Would I be normal or... Well, actually, no, I can just use a point.
Yeah.
Hey!
Because I can re-roll when I fail.
This is where you have the sword.
And also just the one with 18 charisma? I'm pretty sure I'm the highest in the party.
Yes.
Higher than you?
Probably.
I think Uni only has a +3.
Hmm?
What's your charisma?
+4.
Oh, it is 18 now?
Hmm?
Oh yeah, because you took it at the last level up.
So, Lena, what happens?
She glares at them that threatening manner and says, "You better tell me later on."
We will tell you in a little bit. It's complicated. Yes, but that is why talking about it in public is not always the best idea. Especially if Oliver is still downstairs, we don't want to make a scene about it.
She brings her hands up and leaves. You'd better. We are a team, you know.
We will,
And there's
I promise.
thanks as well.
He looks up from Lena as she leaves and looks at the two of you.
I will fill the party in.
You're the responsible one, Ayori. Lena says so.
Everybody says I'm the responsible one.
You're all the oldest.
I'm an elf!
Then by default, you are the party parent.
You're the oldest.
Lyte is the farthest from... Well, Lyte or Lena are the farthest from their race's maturity. Technically, Ayori's probably, like, in their early 20s.
Okay, but would you really call Lyte mature? Mentally?
Ayori
No.
is the only one that acts like an adult.
Therefore, the responsible one?
Would you call her redneck mature?
No.
They just took like a completely different road, but it did lead to like some sort of they matured along a different skill tree. There ain't no going back.
Eyes.
I mean,
Anyway, what did Heather say, Moon?
No, I missed.
No, I didn't. What did she say when Lena walked away? We got extremely distracted very quickly.
She says, yeah, I do for you both.
We wanted to talk to you before we talked to Oliver later.
Yes, of course. Sorry to bother you.
No, it's not a problem. We're trying to think of something that might help him. Might help him be a little more comfortable with the idea of going back to Stella Soul.
Oh. Knows but I can.
Mika had the idea of if he could possibly just come back to visit when he wants, that might be something worth suggesting to him.
Of course.
Yeah, because it
wonderful.
seems he likes it here a lot.
Yeah.
Absolutely wonderful. I wouldn't want to keep him locked in the castle or all.
Like Milliam.
I don't think Milliam is locked in the castle very well.
And half his guards
True.
let him go outside.
I mean, technically, he's supposed to be locked in his castle all the time, but
Yeah, he's supposed to,
like
but
Moon
he's
just
not.
said. Yeah. And then there was the time he became the damsel in distress in the tower.
He and Korgane.
But I digress.
la la.
So then it's settled. We'll do that as an offer.
Of course. All have up to life here. Don't want to take that. Everything he's been through is happy. And not have to build a broken man.
Mm. Well, then we plan to talk to him about this after lunch later.
I think I'll probably go or
Okay.
should I
I think it'd be best to let him talk to us so that he doesn't feel like he has to hide anything around you. Just in case. Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like best idea.
I will best to stay close. But you come get me.
Of course.
Okay.
Thank you. both of you.
You're welcome.
Well,
I think that was it.
Yeah, I think so. We just need to wait and talk to Oliver now.
yep. Any other final conversations you guys want to have before the talk to Oliver?
Um,
I don't think I have anything else for the morning specifically.
I
Do
think.
scribes go on?
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think Mika might try to talk to Gretel again, but I'll let you do what you're doing first.
Oh yeah, and I can do pet training. Do those roles.
Oh right, I need to do the rolls for the previous day.
Yeah.
If
And today.
I manage to get any time in.
What was your question about scribes? Like,
I don't suppose they just like let people look at any old book. Do they let people look at Resonators books? Dang.
Yeah.
Do they look at Resonators books for people?
ask for it.
Past okay. Well, I guess that okay. Yeah, I'd be going. I guess continuing around the city with Mel for the rest of the morning.
It's just all of everything. Having that have to like fight a bunch of thing. Being a lot of ooh, what's this? Ooh, what's that? Ooh, this is really
Aw.
pretty. And a lot of a lot of changing into animals.
I answer every question.
Look at Lyte being a
Guardian figure.
You won't even say father figure. You have to say guardian figure.
There's a difference. I don't know what the difference is, but there is one.
So then, Mika, Ayori, you guys are going to hang out until lunch. Did you want to do the talk with Oliver now, or did you want that over the way? It's still
We can do it over the week if you're fine with that, Arashi.
Yeah, I'm good with whichever, but I know that people are getting tired. Oh.
yeah. Let's go out for the week.
Uh-huh.
I can feel everyone's exhaustion.
7 days.
Aw.
You guys will be over the next week. You guys will be talking to, and then I guess from there, figuring out what you'll be doing about that's probably your mission.
All right.
Rather than that, he chooses to become king, or choose to stay here. Decision.
Could just have some random Stella Soul noble take the throne.
Oh, and Mika, you said you wanted to talk to Gretel.
Chosen by.
I guess we'll probably do that over the week as well.
Then
Lena also said she wanted to talk with Gretel. Meanwhile, I've had, I think, my second conversation with Gretel today.
I would think over like the month you were here before.
Yep, Ayori would have, but I have spoken to her twice.
That's fair. Sorry, Lena.
I mean, I sat here for half an hour waiting for us to have a 5-minute conversation. So,
Alright, I'll start the conversations before I go to bed tonight, and we'll see how next week goes.
okay.
Finally, start your journey back to Hammurabi.
Maybe.
Night, everybody.
Good
Good
night.
night.
good night.
Thank you.
He-
Everyone needs some rest.